or wine, you know? So this is a question that a lot of people ask me, and it's a good one because we need to talk about it and make sure we are doing okay. So when it comes to wine and alcohol, it's really common. It's part of our lifestyle, it's part of our society, so it's part of our culture that when we go parties and gather, we typically drink some type of alcohol. But we need to look at the impacts of the side effects of drinking alcohol. And when I say alcohol, is everything, including wine and beer and liquors. So all of those can have potential side effects or can damage your body, actually. So no, one of the major problem when it comes to alcohol is when it comes to the gut. So now in our gut, we have more than 500 different types of bacterial strain. So we know in our gut we have bacteria. So you have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. And the concern is, of course, the bad bacteria, because bad bacteria will can cause SIBO, can cause bacterial overgrowth, can cause gas, bloating, can lead to a lot of different issues when it comes to gut function. So when we think about that and think about alcohol, it has been shown from science studies that alcohol actually can promote and help the bad bacteria in your gut. And then get rid or reduce the good bacteria in your gut. So meaning that you have an imbalance as you drink more and more alcohol over time is you have more bad bacteria, which is of course it's bad, and you have less good bacteria. So the bad bacteria can secrete, can make compounds that are pro-inflammatory. So it has been shown that those compounds, those molecules, can actually increase inflammation in your gut. And again, this is a vicious cycle because more inflammation there is, it impacts the gut function, and it helps the bad bacteria to take over the gut, and so on and so on. So one of the major problems with alcohol is really causing inflammation in the gut. And when your gut is inflamed, it affects the digestions of food. It affects the absorption of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals from food. So that leads to other side effects down the road. So, like I said, it can affect the gut. And on the other side, we need to think about the quality of what you drink. Okay, I think the major question that I have from people is wine, because we've been told for decades, actually, that wine is healthy, wine is good for you. I think there's some truth to that. But you need to look at the source or the quality of the wine. So the great majority of the wine that you get contain pesticides. Roundup, I should say. So Roundup is really common. It's used a lot by different countries. And the grapes that we use to make a wine is the second crop after coffee beans that is the most sprayed in the world. So meaning that if you eat non-organic wine, so you actually drink pesticides, okay? To help with that, of course, is to get organic wine. There's a few sources, there are a few options you can get. And then you can get wine from 3 countries specifically, Italy, Argentina, and France. These 3 countries don't use pesticides. They have the best quality wine. That's what I said at the beginning, is wine can be part of a healthy lifestyle. Like the French, they drink wine on a regular basis, I should say, almost every meal, and they are fit and they're healthy because of the quality of the wine that they get. They don't use Roundup over that. They don't use pesticides. Everything is natural. So these are the few options. You can get organic wine from the United States or from any other countries, or France, Argentina, and Italy. So you're sure that you don't drink pesticides. Because pesticides, what happens, and it gets into your gut, and it shuts down your gut function. And again, it's a vicious cycle. It leads to a bacterial overgrowth, a bad bacteria takes over, it affects the gut digestion, absorption. So there's a few things we need to consider, okay? And then you have to think also at the other factor that a study just came out a few months ago on plastics, okay? plastics is used so much worldwide, and that pretty much all water is contaminated. All sources of water have some level of plastic. The worst compound from plastic is called phthalates. So phthalates, it's a chemical that they use to make plastic. And that chemical leach out of the plastic and gets into the water. And it has been shown that most liquors, spirits, beer, wine, contain this chemical. So if you drink wine, all those different alcohol, you actually may drink plastic. And plastic, when you get into your system, it's really, really hard to eliminate. Actually, your body cannot do it. It gets stuck into your cells. So you have to use some type of detox or some products or some program to remove the plastic out of your body. Like I said, plastic is so common that pretty much everybody has some level of plastic in the body. Okay, so we need to look at all of that. So alcohol, at the end of the day, can cause major issues. Like I said, alcohol has been shown to kill more than 3 million people, okay, worldwide. Alcohol has been shown to decrease your ability to fight viral infection and lowers immunity. And immunity, as you may know, it's really important right now. We have to make sure you have a strong immune system. And I have seen people drinking alcohol a few times a week or something more, and the immune system is not maximal because of these different factors we talk about. Alcohol is known to cause cancer. As alcohol is proven to cause brain damage, even in moderation. Okay, so you may have that experience that when you drink, you start feeling a bit different. So it affects your brain function. Okay, alcohol has also been proven to shorten lifespan in any amount. It doesn't matter how much you drink. It has been shown to reduce lifespan. Okay. Alcohol has been shown to cause depression, schizophrenia, or all kinds of mental disorders. Okay, death of women has been shown to be increased by alcohol. Meaning, if women drink too much, they die faster and younger. Okay, so alcohol now has been shown to reduce lifespan and increase disease, just like cigarettes. I know it's a big shocker for people, but alcohol is as bad as cigarette. Okay, and like I said, alcohol can lead to gut dysfunction, and specifically can lead to dysbiosis. So dysbiosis is a gut flora imbalance that leads to leaky gut. So like I said, there's too much bacteria, and you affect your gut, and you have leaky gut, you have allergies coming on, you have liver problems, you have all kinds of problems from bad gut function. It is surprising to me that the government endorses 15 drinks per week for male and 10 drinks per week for female. This is what they recommend, and this is a lot. There's two or three drinks a week for guys and 1 to 2 drinks for women. This is a lot of alcohol, actually, and studies has been shown that it can affect the body, like I just said. So at the end of the day, the question is, alcohol can be problematic for your health. You don't have to drink alcohol to be healthy and stay healthy. You don't. But it can be part of a good lifestyle in moderation. Typically recommend once, twice a week, a glass of wine, for example, to people. So this is a decent amount. It's not too much. As a matter of fact, I had this client, this guy who was dealing with a lot of GI issues, and he was trying to lose weight, and he had bloating and gas, so different things going on. He had headaches and depression, and we cleaned out everything. The diet got better. We gave him some supplements, but still he was dealing with something. And every night he would have a small shot of vodka. So he would drink about an ounce of vodka every night. That was his way to de-stress. That was the last thing that we didn't talk about and we didn't address. And when I recommended to cut it out a few months ago, it cut out the alcohol, and next week when he come back to me, he was excited to tell me that everything got better. So the bloating went away. He started to lose some weight. He started to sleep better. The depression went away. So energy went up. So even though his diet was perfect, actually, the small amount of alcohol he will drink would cause problems to his body, causing gut problems and all those different issues. So it's really individualized at the end of the day. So some people just cannot tolerate alcohol at all, and some people can tolerate some once in a while. So at the end of the day, the take-home message is be careful when you drink alcohol, beer, spirits, liquors, wine. You don't have to de-stress. There's other ways. You can pray, you can meditate, you can do yoga, you can go to the gym, you can run, you can play some sport. That's much healthier. It has a lot more benefit than drinking alcohol. I hope this answered your question about alcohol. Is it good or bad? So personally, clinically, I don't recommend it. But if you want to be part of your diet once, twice a week, it's okay for most people. On this one, have a good day. God bless.